Hello everybody, welcome to the preview of Newcastle United versus Birmingham, which is here at St James's Park tonight if you're watching this video on Wednesday. So we're just going to be here, there's no whiteboard this week, we're just going to be talking about what Rafa has said in his press conference, a bit of team news and a little bit on Birmingham. So we're going to start with Birmingham. So Birmingham, since playing us, they drew 0-0 with Nottingham Forest at home, and then they've put a few changes into the side. We are expecting Birmingham to again make some changes here on Wednesday night as well, which I'll be at the game. I'm taking my nephew to his first ever game here, so I'm excited to see his face as well for his first ever game. They've signed Craig Gardner. I don't think he's eligible to play, I'm not 100% certain on that, but they have signed Craig Gardner. He come off the bench on the weekend, he could be playing. I'm not sure if he's played for West Brom in the FA Cup. Since Zola is still, we've said this a couple of times now on the channel, since Zola's come in, he's still yet to win a game at the moment, so he's struggled big time. Obviously we know that Gary Rowett had a great spell at Birmingham. Bizarrely was sacked, as we all know. They were awful when they played us here at James's Park. I remember that day where we won 4-0. Rafa's turned around, already said it's been my best performance so far this season. I've got to agree with him. I know we beat QPR 6-0, but at home that's been my best display so far this season without a shadow of a doubt. I think it's there for the taking for Newcastle. We know we've got a lot of injuries, which we'll come on to in a moment, but I think this game is ready for Newcastle. Just hope that the atmosphere at James's Park, because obviously it is going to be attracting a lot of what's the word I'm looking for, people who don't attend regularly. A lot of kids will be at the game as well, so long as they make the noise, it should be good atmosphere, hopefully, you know, fingers crossed. Today in Rafa's press conference, obviously the big story over the weekend was the controversy was Mike Ashley, was he back in charge of transfers? Did he put Graham Carr back in charge? The Mirror reported all of this. It seems that it's a bit of a nonsense story now. It seems to be Rafa has played it down. He's turned around and said that he's played the reports down, that he is still in charge of transfers as well. So I don't know what this story was made up about. Possibly to sell newspapers, maybe to get clicks on the website, who knows as well. Rafa's also said that he still wants to bring in players, so the club are still working behind the scenes to bring players into the side. Yes, we missed out a couple of targets. I think that was Ruben Loftus-Cheek and Tom Cleverley being the main two, which we have missed out on. I'm sure there's others that'll come out out in the frame after the window's ended, you know. But he's confident, you know, and we're just got to be patient. It's never mind just getting bodies in, you've got to get the right players, and I think that's what's key. The other bit of news as well, Rafa's had the under-23s training with the first team as well. So he's had for the under-23 players, so you might see them feature. We're going to go on to team news anyway, so we may as well talk with the under-23s. So he's had 4 of them training this week, and you might see them sitting on the bench. So you could see, I'll be excited if it's Yassin El-Mani. I'll be delighted to see him on the bench. It's going to be an interesting one, because we obviously know that Chancellor Mbemba, who won his game against the for the Democratic Republic of Congo against Morocco, they won 1-0. Christian Atsu's playing today as well. Obviously Mo Diarra is already featured as well for Senegal. So they are obviously away at African Cup Nations, which makes it a bit of a headache for Newcastle who to pick. We know that Rolando Aarons and Heza Scamas are still out injured. Mitrovic is coming back, he's getting fit, because obviously he's got that wound in his leg. He's not going to be available. Nitas like to be out for 6 weeks with an ankle injury. Will he play Yedlin? Probably he's going to play Yedlin, I would have thought, at right back as well. Gale with his hamstring injury, 2 to 3 weeks, he's going to be missing. Rafa's confirmed that. Hayden's isn't too serious, which is a good sign as well, because probably expect Czech to play at some part as well. I know he wants to transfer window away, and there's a couple of clubs fighting for his signature as well. But the positive is we've got John Joe Shelby, who's back tomorrow. Will Rafa start him? Will Rafa give him a few heads up? Will he give him half an hour to play here and there? I think he will be brought on at some point, because he needs a bit of match fitness in tonight's game, depending on when you're watching the video, of course. Cup tied is Jamie Sterry and Sami Amiobi, so they can't play. So we are expecting DeAndre Yedlin to fill in for Nita's absence at right back. So it's unfortunate that those 2 guys are cup tied. But like I've mentioned a couple of names already. Expect to see the Cells back in goal. Hanley, Haidara, Lazar, Tiote, Dal Murphy, who's scored a couple of goals recently. He's got to start, in my opinion. And obviously the under-23s to possibly come off the bench as well. But you would think Newcastle would turn over Birmingham here. I know it's a very weakened side. What formation will Rafa play? Will he go for the wing-back system? We'll have to see. Obviously, I'll be at the game as well. I'm undecided whether to do fan cams at the moment, because I don't think all the regulars will be there, so we might skip fan cams. Keep an eye for social media for that update. And of course, thank you very much for watching Newcastle Fans TV. Get your score predictions down there below. And are you going to the game? See you later.